AAU universe that Carlos Rodriguez used to run, and that's where I first met Milos. Milos was there competing, and I got second in the lightweight class at the Mr. Universe when I was 17 also. And that was the same year my mother and we did an exhibition at the universe, because at 17, my mother, she was always overweight, and she's like, if I get in shape, will you compete with me? And me being a 17-year-old teenager, I'm like, yeah, if you get in shape, I'll do it, mum, sure, whatever. Next thing she gets in shape, I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to go on stage with my mum now. This is going to be embarrassing. So paperwork, and I took forever. I got denied, and in the letter it said, unless you're in the league of Arnold Schwarzenegger, we cannot approve this. And, of course, Arnold went to World Gym. I saw Arnold, and I said, look, I got denied, this blah, blah, blah. I said, can you write me a letter? And Arnold's like, yeah, you write the letter and I'll sign it. So I wrote this letter saying, Lee is one of the greatest ever. If Lee was competing in my day, he would have beat me and stuff like this. And when I handed it to Arnold, he read it. He's like, oh, and he signed it. But
I asked that. So all those years, you know, seen all those guys going in and out, and forget about stage and stuff. Who is the most talented, best bodybuilder you have ever seen? And he mentioned your name. And and I said, tell me why. You know, I said, I swear to God, he said to me, he had no money for steroids or anything. You know, he hardly took anything, and the guy looked absolutely unbelievable. So I
cool.
Yeah, I went in way more arrogant than you.
Yeah.
I remember my first pro show. I was in total shock that everybody's so small.
Yeah.
Swear to God. But then my second show, you were right next to me. I think we placed right next to each other. It's probably the only time I could really beat you. It's like after that, you pretty much beat me every time.
And he's probably thinking, who's this short little fucker
I think
beside me
you
here?
were sixth, I was fifth, something like that. Andy was seventh.
I can make extra money. They said, you're breaking the rules. I said, wait a minute. I said, you've got guys in the IFBB who have sold drugs. They're convicted felons. You got some that have done gay porn. I said, if some kid was to look up this bodybuilder, hey, mum, look at this guy. Oh, look, there's gay porn. If they look up Lee Priest, what's Lee Priest doing? Competing. And that's the worst thing, is it? So they girlfriend, would have been around 42, and that introduced me to cocaine. And that's the one time I was bored at home. I had cocaine and I'm watching porn. So I'm just sitting on the lounge room floor watching porn, doing more cocaine. Now I'm yelling at the TV, you fucking dirty horse. Like, I think she can hear me, of course, but, you know. And then I'm like, hold on, I'm getting horny. So I started playing with it. But then if you take too much cocaine, you go like that. And I'm thinking,
right.
But it still feels good. So I'm thinking, how can I make it hard? So I took my shoelace off my shoe. I tied it around the end of my coffee, and I tied the other end of the coffee table. So I stretched it. You know where you see it. Promoters would call me. Promoter will call me up. I'll be like, hello, are you busy? Such and such. I'll be like, wait a second, I'll have a look. Yeah, I'm busy that weekend. I can't make it. And I'll just sit at home and watch the Daytona race on TV or something. So
cool. No, makes sense.
Well, many years after you, I asked her out once. She had absolutely zero interest in me. I can tell you that.
It's like, you're too big. You're too big. Yeah. You're gonna crush me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, how did you come about your face tattoo? What did you wake up one day and say, I need to put a tattoo in my face so everybody gets aggravated and thinks I'm stupid? Or what was the reason?
I never realized how tattooing my face would, being on my face, I didn't realize how it would affect so many other people out there in the world. It's like, I'm like, get a life, people. And people go, why'd you do it? I said, well, I got